Hi everybody, it's JB with a very quick video. First of all, I'm going to be previewing the FA Cup quarterfinals. That is the video, gist of the video today, because well, Burnley aren't in action now for another 2 weeks, so I need not worry about them. And it's nice to do a video that's not involving my team, because at the moment we're so bad it's untrue. Anyway, enough about that. I think we've got some very interesting quarterfinals to come on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to go through my previews very quickly, chronological order. So we're going to start with the game on Saturday, which I'm covering for the TC Hub, and I'm proud to be able to say I am covering the game live for the TC Hub. It's a brilliant one. Middlesbrough, who like Nottingham Forest, have been a sensation in this season's FA Cup. I've proved in the last two rounds that in the last round against Tottenham that their win over Manchester United on penalties was no flash in the pan. Chris Wilder's got a very good team there. They were beaten in several months at the Riverside Stadium. Chelsea, a team in disarray with the off the field stuff involving Roman Abramovich. I'm not going to start talking about the politics of it all, but it's a team in turmoil, but they're still turning out results. This is going to be a tighter game than I think than we first thought when the draw was made some week and a half ago. I think this is not going to be an easy ride for Chelsea, and they knew they'd have it tough, but you know, considering all the background noise now with their ownership issues and everything else, this could really play into Middlesbrough's hand, and I can see an upset here. I really could see an upset. You know, these games have got to be played to a finish, but I'm hoping mine will get played to a 90-minute conclusion, because I don't think I could take another half an hour and 30 minutes extra time on penalties. Take the League Cup final, for example. But I have to say, this is going to be a tricky little game for Chelsea. I can't see them winning it. They were very lucky, I thought, to get past Luton in the last round. Middlesbrough used up a bit of luck themselves. I mean, they could have gone in the third round at Mansfield, 1-3-2. Used up a lot of luck against Manchester United. Ronaldo missing a penalty, and then obviously Elanga hitting the ball over the bar. And then there was the, and then of course there was the Tottenham game where they survived the goal concession from Harry Kane. He was offside, you know, and it was chalked offside. And then Coburn came off the bench, young lad. Hopefully he'll play on Saturday. And of course, Chelsea won a few problems, but he took his goal marvellously well, and Middlesbrough, I think, just about deserved their place in the quarterfinals. Whether they can beat Chelsea not is a different matter, but they've proved on one-off occasions against Manchester United and Tottenham in previous rounds that they're there to be beaten and they're there to be upset. And with Chelsea's off-the-field things, and of course the fact that they've still got Champions League as well, they've got to go to Lille, where Thomas Tuchel has joked he'll drive the bus and that. Do you know what? I can't see them getting a result. I really can't. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Middlesbrough victory. I just fancy Middlesbrough on the day, you know, on one-off occasions such as this. I just fancy Middlesbrough somewhat. Chris Wilder, good team ethic. They've been beaten at the Riverside in, as I say, so many months. I think Middlesbrough could do it. I really do think that, and I think they'll be the first semi-finalists. Right, on to Sunday, noon kick-off at Selhurst Park with Mike Harneman on the TC Hub for Crystal Palace against Everton. Crystal Palace doing really well, I think, under Patrick Vieira first season. I don't think they'll get anywhere near relegation. I think they only need another 3 or 4 points and they'll be safe for next season, so I have no worries about Crystal Palace whatsoever. I think they will be the red-hot favourites against an Everton side who are in complete disarray. And it ain't Frank Lampard's fault, before people start having a go at me for why they're in that mess. It's the owners. Everyone in his dog can see it's Farhad Bashiri and Bill Kenwright that have called the shots every time. And you know if they'd took Frank Lampard in the summer rather than halfway through the season instead of Rafa Benitez, would they be in this situation? I don't think so. It's not Frank Lampard's team, evidently. It's still a bit of Sam Allardyce, a bit of Ronald Koeman, a bit of Carlo Ancelotti, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of Rafa. It's not Lampard's team, and he's trying his best with what he's got. At the moment, it just isn't getting the results, or it just isn't getting the desired effect. As for Crystal Palace, they've had a great first season under Patrick Vieira. The player turnover there is been extraordinary, but he's galvanised a very good side, and they're winning games really well. So yeah, I would expect Crystal Palace there. I think Palace will win it 2-1, I think, but it'll be a very close one, I think. Southampton, Manchester City, 3 o'clock with Trevor. This, I think, is a tough game to call because Southampton are going really reasonably well, but they've lost a couple of games. They should never have got beat against Watford. Certainly on a dodgy VAR call, which I got called out for by a ridiculous Watford fan on Twitter last night when I said his team had cheated their way out, which they did. But having said that, they've been pretty good. Impressive winning the last round against West Ham, terrific result. I think this could be City's sternest test in the cup run so far. As for Manchester City themselves, they've had a pretty easy run to the quarterfinals. Beat Swindon very easily 4-1, beat Fulham very easily at the Etihad, and then did more than enough to beat Peterborough in the last round 2-0. So this could actually go all the way. I think it might need it. I think City will just sneak it 2-1, but after extra time, I think that one could actually go to extra time. But I think City should have a bit too much quality in the bank to get through there. Finally, 6 o'clock kickoff, City Ground. Another FA Cup sensationalists, Nottingham Forest, who have had an amazing run to get to the quarterfinals. They got the plum one they wanted. I think Liverpool's a very good game for them. You know that City Ground will be ram jam packed for it. I have to say, before we make the prediction, I just want to say what a magnificent job Steve Cooper has done at Nottingham Forest. I mean, a lot of them are saying, a lot of Forest fans are actually saying he's the best thing that's happened to the club since Brian Clough, which is a statement in itself. It's been an amazing run so far, and knocking out Arsenal, which I had the privilege of doing. Also, who else did they knock out? Leicester. They knocked out the Holders in round 4, which was an amazing result. And then in the quarter-final, and then in the 5th round, had to come from behind to beat Huddersfield. But so they have never had it easy in the run to the thing. But all the 3 games have been at the City Ground, so they've had home advantage in the last 3 rounds. 4th round will be no exception. But I think Liverpool should. It all depends really on what Klopp picks. I mean, if he picks a sort of a reserve team, then I could see Forest winning it. If he picks the likes of Salah and Mane and Jota or Diaz with Henderson in midfield and Virgil van Dijk, then I think Liverpool will nick it. But that's a very close one to call. I think that one could go to extra time, possibly penalties, but who to win on penalties, I have no idea. But that's it. Have a very good rest of your week. I'll see you on Saturday for the Middlesbrough match. Don't forget, we'll be doing more Forest career mode on JB Sports, but all 4 quarterfinals will be live on the TCO for you this weekend. So don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to put your predictions in the comments below. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.